Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We back like we never fucking left, baby. That's right. I'm your host, Gaff. It is Friday, June 20th. Happy birthday, Mizzy. And you're watching One More Round Fights. That's right, baby. One More Round Fights. And it's CP motherfucking units time, baby. Yes, sir. You already know how we do on this channel. Yup. CP units, where we have the most accurate choosing which fighter wins. We have the most accurate choosing how the fighter wins. And we have the most accurate choosing the round the fighter wins. That's right. You come here on Fridays for the most accurate simulations on the internet. Merci beaucoup. Yeah, baby. We back. I'm your host, Gaff. I forgot if I threw the lower up. I'm fucking jazzed up and ready to go, baby. Jazz Chisholm Jr. hit a home run a couple days ago. So did Cody Bellinger. I'm feeling nice. Scan the QR codes below. Main card minute on your left. One more round fights on your right. That's right, people. We're doing a full card watch along. Full card watch along in just about 2.5 hours. Right there. Scan the QR code on your left for main card minute. And scan the QR code on your right to subscribe and become familiar with this channel right here. That's One More Round Fights, baby. We do, we do some simulations. We do some fantasy fight series. Shout out to everybody that showed up yesterday for John Jones versus Tom Aspinall and Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria fights in a week. That fight helped me decide on how I'll be betting. So thank you for that. And don't forget to follow on social. That's where we put out the graphics for what bets we'll be putting out. I will be putting out the PFL graphics directly after the stream. I haven't yet, to give you guys incentive to come here. Yes, I'm a sneaky bastard. At the end of this, I will be giving you the PFL picks that I got, as well as the UFC picks. So please stick around or just come on back if you're busy. Who cares? I don't give a shit. One more round fights at gmail.com. Send your wins into that piece right there. If you get some money off this here channel, I want to see it. I want to see how much you won because, this week's wins just got discontinued. I need you to feed my need for wins right now. Okay. So I need that. Shout out to main card man in the house. We in this bitch. Lazy Bez says, ding, freaking ding. Let's go, baby. I know you guys are excited. I know I'm excited, man. I mean, we got a jam-packed combat sports weekend. We already got it kicked off with Brian Norman Jr. literally taking the soul of Sasaki. Literally taking his. I told you. I said 7-12. I'm sorry. It happened to be a 1-6. My bad. But he still knocked him out, didn't he? Goddamn. Brian Norman Jr. was a beast. If you haven't seen that knockout yet, go ahead and check it out. They're saying that he lost the last 2 months of his memory from that knockout. He doesn't remember anything. He doesn't remember camp. He doesn't remember the fight, the press conference, nothing. Brian Norman Jr. knocked him out so bad that he forgot 2 months of his entire life. Yes, that's the sport we're fucking playing with here, people. People's lives. So when they step in there, you got to show them respect. Whether they're shitty or not, they're stepping in there because they could be facing a hammer or they could be the hammer and they could be facing the nail. But, it is what it is. This is a game we're playing. It's entertainment, and they decided to put their lives on the line, so I show them love every single time out. All right? Without further ado, let's get into the gameplay because that's what we came here for, right? Why the fuck is what the fuck's going on? Oh, I didn't add you to the stage yet. Whoopsies, that's on me. There you go. As you guys already know, my gamer tag is below my picture there. That is often spaced, capital O, capital S. It's OFTENSPACED. Follow along if you're a fan. If you're not, who gives a shit? But I pretty much whoop ass on 2K pretty much like every day of the week except for Wednesday. So yeah, me and my homies, we just cut ass on 2K. So if you guys want to check that out, check out my Twitch. It's 2K on off this page, whatever. These are games we play: UFC 5, little Apex, little NHL. I'm about to delete this because can't see myself playing NHL in the summer. And you know what? I'm gonna do that on stream for you guys. I'm gonna do that right here. I'm gonna uninstall all. It's 50 gigabytes that I don't need anymore because the season's over. We also do Undisputed, like I said, for Fantasy Fight Series yesterday. If you guys have any fights that you'd like to see play out, that you're kind of curious about, like we did for John Jones and Tom Aspinall, like we did for Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria yesterday, just send them in. We'll do some boxing ones. We'll do some UFC ones. Somebody submitted a Pantoja versus Marab. So I'll see if I could do that as well. So we'll see for the next card. I don't know if I'm going to do this every week. Fantasy Fight Series might just come out, when we're a little bored, nothing going on that week type shit. But yeah, it's here to stay because I had fun doing it, and we had a great reception from everybody that showed up. So appreciate everybody that showed up for the Fantasy Fight Series. But let's get into it. We got UFC 5. No shit again. No shade towards Esteban Ribovic. It's just fucking stupid that they added him to the game this week and still don't have Ignaciobahamondes. I'll be hammering that point home all fucking week. I can't believe the UFC decided to do that. We can roll out other fighters the week of their fights, but we're not going to roll out Ignaciobahamondes in UFC 5 the week of his fight in a co-main event. Fuck you, UFC. That's some bullshit. That's all I'm going to say. Sleeto in the house. What up? Luke says, what happens on Wednesday? Everyone beats you guys? No, my friend doesn't. He works on Wednesdays late, so we don't play on Wednesdays. Lazy Bed says live deletion. I give you guys great content. It's what I'm here to do. Leroy says, what's good, lads? What's good, Leroy? You better be showing up for the main card minute stream in a couple hours too. We doing PFL, baby. I think 5:30. Lazy says, sup, Sleeto and Leroy. Infrared says, I'm here to see the future. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we do here. I mean, the game called Usman winning. If you put money on Usman at plus 200, you would have been happy just by listening to CPUnits last week. You didn't have to put the Usman TKO, which we should have got because that cut was bullshit. That was a deep ass eye cut. If we're stopping the Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal BMF fight in New York City as a main event, we could stop Buckley's eye cut. That was arguably worse. Okay, so fuck off with that. We should have hit CPUnits last week. We should have hit that shit. Mango Ritz is true. Sup, gang? Leroy says, lazy bed, my man. Leroy says, PFL tonight? I had no idea. This is why we're here. You know what I'm saying? We pull up. We pull up on those days, to keep you informed. We're out here. Sorry, I'm dealing with a little cough. I got water nearby. Except, I guess, if I declined, I don't know what would have happened. Oh my God, new fighter update. But guess what? No fucking Ignaciobahamondes. So CPUnits doesn't have a co-main. You dickheads. I'm going to check one more time. Watch it. We're going to look at Ribovic and we're going to fucking not see we're not going to see Ignaciobahamondes. If he's in here, I'll remake the event right now and we'll do it. But I doubt that they had the balls to listen to me and do it. Yep. No Ignaciobahamondes, but sure shit. Let me go down to R. But we have Esteban freaking Ribovic. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. I don't think he's ever even close to co-main. Has he even fought on the main card before? Jesus Christ, UFC. What are we doing? Anyways, moving on to our only fight because the UFC didn't put Ignaciobahamondes in the game. Yes, I'm still going to hammer that home. We got Jamahall Hill and Khalil Rountree, baby. UFC Fight Night Baku, Azerbaijan. Okay? Yeah, so these are the fights we did before. We did Fantasy Fight Series yesterday. That was our first event. Wait. Why are all the... Oh, they deleted all my old event slots? Wow, the UFC game did me dirty. Did me dirty. We can't even look back through all the ones. They deleted all my event slots. I only have 2. The one I made yesterday in Baku. This is crazy. All right, we're getting into Baku. Yo, UFC, count your fucking days. UFC 6 better be off the fucking chain. If you hand me UFC 5 with a different fighter on the cover, we're going to have some fucking problems, UFC. We're going to have some fucking problems, bro. That's all I'm saying. Main card minute PFL tonight, UFC tomorrow. Might as well just stream the in-between. I think we also have a boxing fight still. Let me just check. I believe we still have a boxing fight as well, guys. We have... Because Brian Norman Jr. was 2 days ago, but I think that was... Yeah, Brian Norman Jr. was the 19th. So on the 21st, which is tomorrow, we have Vito Mielnicki Jr. versus Kamil Gardziliak. 10 rounds at middleweight on ESPN+. Jersey City, New Jersey. Sorry, Newark, New Jersey. My bad. But yeah, so we have one boxing fight left. I got Vito Mielnicki decision for anyone that cares. But yeah, we got that too. Morning Wombat. Gav, who are you picking for PFL tonight? Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. Well, after the fight. But, for a quick synopsis of who I'll be picking, Wombat, it's pretty much, Rabadanov, Carmouche, Hadley, Brent Primus, Nathan Kelly. You know, I might throw a little flyer on Mansur Barnaoui because he's such a big dog. Might do the same on Kevin Lee, just in case, because you know he's fighting for a lot this week. But yeah, just to give you a little. We'll go in depth later, but just to give you a little sneak peek. Maker a minute says, yeah, he fought main card at Noche and recent Apex card. I want to say, okay, but still, Esteban Ribovic. Why are we making him a featured fighter on this fight week when you have Ignaciobahamondes in your co-main against Rafaelfiziev, and he's not in the game? It's absolutely crazy. Lazy says not picking Kevin Lee. I know that. So me and Luke were at the PFL Media Day, not in person, but the virtual one. And Kevin Lee, normally very emotional during fight week, very stoic. It was a nice change of pace to see. He looks really dialed in, and he looks like he's really fighting with a purpose. He stopped all his extracurriculars for this camp. He stopped the cooking truck. He stopped everything. So if there's ever a Kevin Lee to like, maybe he can do something here, it's probably this one. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not telling you to put money on it. I'm just saying if you're feeling Kevin Lee, this might not be a bad week to put a tiny little sprinkle on him. Okay. Main card minute, it was Apex, Kop Almabayev. That's why. That fight sucked ass. LFA fight tonight, 2. I'm going to be double screening. Oh, shizzle. You're going to have to keep us updated in the chat. That's too many screens for me, Lazy. Too many screens. Ray Longo, flyweight, Fumi Nakuta, co-main. I feel like did you try to get me to say something crazy there? was that a tongue twister on purpose? Lazy says Nakuta to Dana White Contender Series. Oh, Fumi's hype. Heard Lee JD. Heard Lee hasn't Jade the Peen in him in. Rabadanov by sub. Book it. I mean, yeah, the last guy that hasn't Jade the Peen in a bit got finished by sub as well. Just saying. Also, PFL, if you're listening, if you did make a PFL video game and it was like 19 to 29.99, I would buy it and I would stream you every week. Just saying. Shameless here. Absolutely fucking shameless. I would stream you every single week. I'd play that game and stream you every single week. And Dakota would be on every single card. She's the main event for every card. Every single card. Okay. Infrared, would you know the status of you would know the status of his pain. Maddie Marinara in this bitch. What up? What up, Maddie? What's good, baby? All right, let's get into it. I think I've schmoozed enough, right? I think we could get into this card. Gav said he stopped the extracurriculars. I see what you're saying. Trying to get into. As you guys know, we're in the cuck chair for this. I'm not playing. I'm simply watching, just like you. So let's talk about our fighters in the main and co-main. Khalil literally said before this fight that he will not be ending this fight with blood on his face. Take the fucking under. That means take the under. That means this fight isn't going long. Whether it's him or Jamahall Hill going out, one of them is not. He doesn't want a war. He says he's taking risks. That's him saying he's taking risks, and this fight is going to be a fun one. Okay, and I'm going to fall into the trap. Fucking face first, baby. I'm falling into that trap. I don't give a shit. I will fall face first. I'm into it. I'll take that under. I'll take the fight does not go the distance. I was planning on it anyways. Keep in mind, Khalil isn't the youngest fighter, though. He looks young. He looks young as shit, right? He's 35, dude. Khalil Rountree's 2 years older than me. That's crazy. I didn't know he was that old, dude. Jamahall Hill, 34, not much younger. But I didn't see Khalil Rountree being the older fighter here. So interesting to see that. His last fight, as we all know, Alex Tejeda, interesting fight. He did last longer than Jamahall Hill, but don't take that into effect because MMA math really doesn't matter. But before that, 5-fight win streak, TKOing 4 of those 5 people, a split decision with Dustin Jacoby in there. As you know, Dustin Jacoby, a really well-versed kickboxer. So that would have been a tough fight to win in the style that Khalil has. So everybody has had an issue with him. But as we know, Jamahall Hill here, really good at striking. The last person that was really good at striking, that struck with Khalil Rountree, went to a decision with him. Everybody else who wasn't up to par, Modestas Bukauskas, Carl Roberson, Chris Dawkins, Anthony Smith, they got finished. Jamahall Hill is up to the test. I could see this fight going the distance. I could see Khalil Rountree winning, but I just, for some reason, I've switched this week, and I really feel Jamahall Hill. I know I said I wasn't betting on Unk. I'm pretty much going to be waiting until he walks out. If I see him with those fucking knee pads again, the money's going on Khalil. If he comes out regular in some shorts, looking like the old Jamahall Hill, oh yeah, the money's on Jamahall Hill. But for me, Jamahall Hill's just the better money here. He's fought the better competition. He's beaten better guys. He's beaten Johnny Walker, Thiago Santos, finished Thiago Santos. He beat Glover Teixeira. He lost to Alex, but so did Khalil. He lost to Jiri. Jiri never had the chance to fight Khalil, but he took way better fights and took way better risks than Khalil Rountree, in my opinion. So for me, I'm going to have to go with the Jamahall Hill TKO, possibly Jamahall Hill decision. He's probably going to make him pay for those words. Taylor Tate 32-33, but as we know, it's 2 years late. So Jamahall Hill's 34, Khalil Rountree's 35, 6'4" to 6'1". He's 3 inches taller than the fighter, 79-inch reach to 77. He's 12-3 to 14-6 for Khalil Rountree. You wouldn't think Khalil Rountree has the more experienced competition, but yeah, 20 fights for Khalil Rountree, 13-6 with 1 no contest. So 20 fights for him, and only 15 for Jamahall Hill. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting fight. Also 16 for Jamahall Hill. He also has a no contest. My apologies. But yeah, here it is. Peen status, Jade. Matty Marinara, chill it. Lazy Bez says no custom trunks. Boo. Yeah, they don't. UFC 5 is fucking up. They must be rolling out UFC 6 soon, because they're just not into it. I just can't. Good conscience, bet on Jamahall Hill. Hit the like and share, chat. They glove touched. That's interesting. Maddie says he fought a crazy hungry Yuri too. Anyone would have gotten finished by Yuri that day. Great point. They touched glove. Oh, actually, Khalil does have the custom shorts, just none for Jamal.
A lot of people believe his striking game is such that he could be the next UFC light heavyweight champion.
Ooh, nice knee up the middle from Jamahall Hill, but he eats a nice high kick from Khalil. These guys very patient in this fight. This is not the pace that would lead us to a fight that's not good the distance, but luckily these guys are light heavyweights and they're huge and they land hard. Both of them are power strikers. Some wouldn't classify Khalil as a power striker, but I would, even though he's like a volume power striker. You know what I mean? He'll like make you quit after a bunch of heavy leg kicks. But Jamahall Hill's got that one-hitter quitter.
Sweet dreams. Hill going for the leg kick. He does not connect.
Khalil throwing a lot of Jamahall Hill meeting him with some hooks.
Single collar tie.
Ooh, Khalil shoots, doesn't get it. Jamahall Hill lands a couple knees. Nice check on the kick. He's a straight from Khalil. Khalil's doing that. Hey, bring it in here. Got my Muay Thai.
Again, he's looking for that.
Ooh, right down the pipe. Ooh, big head kick from Hill. He's chasing now. He's chasing. He's trying to go for the kill. Big strikes coming. Ooh, he shoots. Gets the takedown. Jamahall Hill in the guard of Khalil Rountree. He's postured up, landing some strikes. And sweep from Khalil Rountree. Very nice. Now he's in full mount. Jamahall Hill trying to get back to his feet. No luck.
He's doing a really
oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, nice
Khalil Rountree looking good. What a sweep. Turn the tables in a fight that he wasn't looking good on. He might have just cut him.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
So much time left, too. That's crazy.
Oh, nice.
Can't believe Jamahall Hill let that happen. But he's not known for his ground game, I guess, right? Imagine if that's what Khalil Rountree was talking about. He's like, I'm not going to be bleeding this fight because I'm going to take him down and choke him.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Khalil by murder. It's not even close. Wow. It seems like the game knows that, too. They gave him custom fucking shorts. He was in full mount off a beautiful sweep. He got UFC features this week. I didn't hear shit about Hill getting features. Shit might be real.
Oh, another strike lands from the top. Rountree Jr. going to work here from guard. Nice combination
and
there.
Get back to his feet. I thought he was going to sweep to the back. Uppercut would have been nice there. Jamal just didn't
Under
throw
2 minutes
anything.
now to
He
go
must
in
be
round
tired.
1. Pretty strong
Nice
jab
step
there by
jab.
Jamahall.
That was just like Jamal Hill's jab. That's exactly how he jabbed.
Exchange.
Ooh, I thought that was going to be the ender right there. That left hook was dangerous.
Oh, and another leg kick lands flush, and now you're starting to see visible damage on that lead leg of his opponent.
Visible damage, and you see him starting to make mistakes now
Snizzle,
in his
frizzle,
defense
frowns.
because his leg is so beat up. It's red, it's all beat up. He's limping, he's turning away. There are so many things that he is doing wrong now
front kick.
because of the leg damage he has taken.
Oh, big overhand from Hill.
Not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Ref's already saying fight back. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, this is gonna end, boys. Round 1. This is round 1. Or not.
Nice straight right lands.
I'm kind of glad because this would have been the shortest stream ever.
Kicks, but he has not been effective in doing so, and now he's starting to limp a little bit.
He's starting to limp.
Ooh, now Khalil lands a nice hook.
Showing that it's hurting. That's a big sign when
Watch
you
out,
watch a
Khalil.
fighter, because
You
a
got that
fighter
one-hitter
never really wants to
quitter.
give you anything, but he can't help himself.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his
Ooh,
opponent.
that body kick was,
Opponent
that
recovered.
was tough.
Now he's got to deal with everything
That shit
that
was
he's
tough.
throwing at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time. Oh, dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, head kick.
Oh, look at that.
Oh no, this is not good for Khalil. Not looking good. 8 seconds. Yeah, he needs to just get out of this round. His legs are getting chewed up. Oh Lord. Yeah.
Second round.
I have a feeling we're going to see that this was a landslide round. Oh, well, pretty split, surprisingly. Control time went to Khalil Rountree for all that time in mount. Though Jamahall Hill got the takedown, he then got swept. Total strikes actually went to Khalil Rountree, but significant strikes went to Jamahall Hill here. Jamahall Hill did get the knockdown and the stun, but Khalil Rountree caused a leg health event on Jamahall Hill. So pretty split, but obviously Jamahall Hill round with the stun and the knockdown obviously sealed it. So it's 10-9. Jamahall Hill.
To the corner now, and Rountree's bleeding from the forehead a little bit, so we'll keep
Joe
an eye
Tiger
on that as the fight
says
continues.
Rountree is
Hopefully the
a
cut man can do his
ball.
work and get it under control so it doesn't bleed down into the fighter's eyes.
Oh shit.
All right, so a big
That shit
knockdown
was
for
nice, right
courtesy of
across
that
the chin. I'm
punch in
surprised he
that
survived
round.
that.
See, here's a replay.
I'm really surprised.
Big moment.
And then I hit him
in
with an
the
uppercut while he was
previous
sitting
round.
down.
They were
That shit
both
was looking like the
fighting very
Tejeda
well.
fight for a
But when
second.
he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed.
Shut up, Cormier. Let's get into round 2, bro.
Here we are, early round 2.
Oh, Khalil wants the glove touch. Jamal's like, nah, I'm finna end this shit. I like a round 2 finish.
So he's really
I can
starting to
take
put
a
together
lot of
some
unders.
significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna have to do a little sprinkle on some type of decision because just in case they do what we don't think they're gonna do, which is entirely possible, aka Gagey Chandler. But yeah, Jamahall Hill's looking crisp, bro. He's attacking the body now. Just as I say that, he gets stunned.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe
Khalil Rountree walking him down.
that shot landed perfect.
Ooh, nice uppercut from Khalil. Sick combo. A double jab to a straight would fucking murder him right now.
Well, his leg is clearly compromised here early, starting to limp a little
Just
bit.
the rangefinder for the first, hit him with the second, and that's 2 coming straight down the pike. Oh my lord!
So tough.
Take some teeth with him.
When you are able to visually see someone react to the damage, react to the pain,
big knee.
it
He
tells you how hard.
hit him with a liver shot to get out of there. Nice uppercut from Khalil again. The uppercuts are serving him well.
Right now, we are seeing him limping because
obviously he had the reach disadvantage, so he would have to get inside land hooks and uppercuts to be the most effective in this fight, especially with the muscle mass on him. So makes sense. Ooh, another takedown, but Khalil defends.
Oh, another strike to
nice
the
knee to the body.
Real estate there, but he found it.
These boys made this interesting.
Lands a solid kick right there.
Oh shit!
Big shot lands.
Ooh, he tried to land an uppercut of his own. Nice block from maybe Parry. From Khalil. Tried to land an elbow, just missed.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Khalil trying to stick on the outside.
Oh, the leg kick lands.
Went for a clinch.
Leg kicks if I'm playing the game.
Fucking duck goose.
Oh, nice right hand.
Ooh, nice combo from Hill, but eats a 1-2 from Rountree. Each man elbows. This is a war, bro. Khalil gonna eat them fucking. I'm not bleeding tomorrow. Words. If it's anything like this. Because though they're not bleeding in the game, I guarantee with all the shots that they've landed, they'd be bleeding in real life. Damn sure. Ooh, nice combo from Hill. The right uppercut into the right knee off the front.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Uh-oh. Rountree. He tried with the 1-2-3. Ooh. Okay, yo, low key for me. I'm giving this round to Rountree.
Oh, he lands a kick to the leg.
Hill did land some nice combos and shit, but Rountree, I feel like has been doing more.
Under 2 minutes now to go.
Ooh, nice jab.
Kicks from him, and most of those found the target.
He said hook from Hill and then a left straight, and now he's bleeding. Same spot. The nose. Keep in mind that nose was fucked up by Bajeda, but that nose is leaking right now.
Oh, great block there. Rountree's bruised on that right calf now, so that'll bear watching as this fight continues. Low kicks definitely having an effect.
Oh, Jamahall Hill starting to steal the end of this round here.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice combo from Khalil. Keeping it to his ones and twos. And just as he mixes it up with other shit, he gets hurt. Now he's backing up. Stick with the ones and twos, Khalil.
That will finish the fight.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, nice right hand.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be it.
How clean is that jab by Rountree Jr. Now he's got the single collar in
big
the
knee.
pitch.
Minute left in this round.
Kick to the outside of that lead leg for him there. You do not want to eat too many of those.
He might have cut Hill because Hill shot immediately after eating that punch.
Fighters back to their feet here.
Both guys might have broken noses right now.
Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these.
I hope they show Hill's corner. I want to see.
And really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out. Rountree's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent.
20 seconds.
Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good. He's got that jab working. Nicely done. Final seconds. Oh, just missed on the overhand left.
Ooh, leg health.
All right, round three.
Right at the end of the round. Yeah, Khalil's cut on that nose.
Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike.
Show me Hill, bro.
In there. Should be able to shut
Show me the other dude.
and potentially prevent it.
Or not. That's cool too, I guess. Let's look at the round two stats. Hill landslide. Damn. Control time. He got the takedown. He landed more strikes. He didn't beat him on significant strikes this round, but 2 leg health events to 1. And he was beating him up, and he cut him up that round. Real life judges would give that round to Jamahall Hill.
All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge
2018
cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack
Hill.
it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did.
This is probably exactly what's going to happen. Jamahall Hill, you know Jamahall Hill when he's mad, when he's got something to prove.
All right, next round is now underway.
When he knocked out Johnny Walker, and then he was like, huh? Yeah. Jamahall Hill, when he got something to prove, especially with all the shit that Khalil Rountree's been talking this week.
Well, he continues to land a high number
saying that
of
he's
strikes
not
here,
even
just like
bleeding, all this other shit.
This is
It's gonna be a weird fight or whatever the fuck he said. I don't know, man. A guy with a lot of pride like Jamahall Hill, very dangerous on a 2-fight win streak, back against the wall. That's not who you want to make an enemy. Ooh. These boys are getting in there, getting dirty with it. Whoa, that stepped in right knee. It was gonna be dirty if he landed. Oh, Jamahall Hill gonna end him in the clinch, bro. I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be an uppercut in the clinch that ends Khalil in this fight. Big takedown from Jamahall Hill. Wow. He said, I'm going to fucking put exclamation point on this shit. Full mount. Will we get a round 3 TKO? We thought we were going to get a Jamahall Hill TKO in every round so far.
Nice positional
Ooh,
control
big
here.
elbow.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Yeah, he looks fantastic. I hope he looks half as good as the game's making him look.
Landed there from the bottom. Sweet dreams, Hill.
Mount again. Looks like Khalil's. Keep in mind, he did start to fade in the 4th round of that fight. He hasn't been in many 5-round fights. If Jamahall Hill wanted to take him there, will he fade again? Is that the DNA, the fighter DNA of Khalil Rountree, that he's great for 3 rounds and he tires late? You've seen that time and time again with other UFC fighters. So, you know, was that part of his DNA, or was he just facing an all-time great now he's behaved? We're about to find out tomorrow, motherfuckers.
Most fighters will tell you,
but Jamahall Hill is proving why he was a champion in this fight. Jeez Louise. 2.5 minutes left, and he's in full mount. Just got back control. He's about to flatten his bit. Oh God, he's about to flatten him out, bro. You better roll. Yeah, he's about to flatten you out, bro, like a pancake.
Working out of the half guard here.
Uh-oh.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the
Khalil
ground.
tried to sweep. Rountree sucks the leg out. Tries that flying knee again. I think he's at the point where he's so tired he's spamming shit. This looks like the Pajeda fight, bro. Maybe he's really isn't this level, yo. Look how slow that kick was. Even Addict's recognizing that he's gassing out. Oh God, you saw his head get snapped back and all that water come off his head. Yo, Jamal's just looking for the kill shot right now.
Under 2 minutes to go in round 3.
Ooh, Superman punch.
Pretty good position here.
Yeah, this shit ending soon, bro.
Hook in the clinch there is good
Ooh,
by Hill.
body, head, body.
It's amazing. One calf kick can do so much damage. Starting to show some signs of bruising there.
It's already starting to limit him.
Nice jab. Oh my God. If that front kick landed, that was over.
His opponent's chin held up. But you do not want to be on the receiving.
I'm going to call a big overhand right. He's going to switch stances into an overhand right, and that's going to knock him out. I have a feeling it's going to be that.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand.
I think that's what he hurt him with the first time.
All right, less than a minute here to go now.
Yes, yeah, I told you, switch stance.
Ooh,
power shot's coming.
Shot to the leg.
Power shot's coming.
One of these kicks, he has to discourage him from doing this kick over and over again.
Power shot's coming, boys. Right here. Oh! I called it! I fucking called it!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that.
I called it Superman. I said overhand, but it was a Superman. But shit, I called it. I said he was just waiting for the kill shot. Oh my God. I saw that from a mile away because Khalil was just gassed, eating shots. Jamahall Hill stepped back with the right Superman punch and literally cleaned his fucking clock. Jamahall Hill, TKO, round 3. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. They both bloodied up, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee.
Oh, shit. Look at Khalil's face. Oh, shit. Oh, man.
The winner by knockout, Jamahall Sweet Dreams.
Wow, Jamahall freaking Hill, bro.
Oh, well, there he is after a
That's the Jamahall Hill I expect to show up on Saturday, by the way.
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John.
That's the Jamahall Hill I expect to show up on Saturday. Now, there's one factor that I want to look at before I completely go on the Jamahall Hill side, and that is how many fights he's had outside of the States and how many of those he's won. That is my last question. He's only lost in the States, so that's good, but he's only ever fought in this. Oh, sorry. He took on Glover Teixeira in Rio de Janeiro, and that's where he won his championship. I forget about that. Yes. So that was his lone time ever leaving the States for a fight, and he did grab a win. He looks to continue that streak. So, yeah, we got Jamahall Hill TKO round 3. Let's look at these comments. Luke's just laughing my ass off. No way. DJ Serenity now says, what the fuck? Lazy's cracking up. Over 1.5 hits. I'll take it. Me too, sir. I want to take the over 1.5. I want to take the, what did we get? We got 413. So it was almost the end of round 3. So I'll take the under 3.5 and the under 4.5, and the fight doesn't go the distance. I think that's the moves, depending on the lines that they're providing for us on that. Best out of 3. Come on, Sleeto. No way, bro. You know how we roll here on this channel. It's one and done, just like real life. And a lot of times, we've been pretty accurate over here. That's all I'm gonna say. The right fighter's been winning a lot of the time. A lot of these simulations, we've been choosing the right fighter at the very least. So if you're not feeling the outcome, if you're not feeling that Jamahall Hill TKO, Jamahall Hill moneyline may be for you, sir. That's all I'm gonna say. Infrared says Khalil needs stitches. This is 100% happening. I'm telling you. After all that shit he's talking a big fucking game. And the last few guys, I'm not saying this is just happening without a shadow of doubt every time, but I feel like the last few guys that have talked a lot of shit have not backed it up. And the reason guys like Conor McGregor, like John Jones, like Khabib, like all these guys, well, Khabib didn't really talk shit, but when he did talk shit, or when these guys talk shit, they always backed it up. Always backed it up. Every single time. So Khalil's doing a lot of shit talk. Let's see if he could fulfill the prophecy that he has in his head and finish Jamahall Hill like he thinks he will. But this is a 5-rounder, my boy. You a main event in Baku, Azerbaijan. You better be ready for a war. You better not be thinking it's only going to be 1 round and you're going to walk through Jamahall Hill, because he came out in the knee pads last time, but I guarantee you he doesn't want to get embarrassed like that 3 times in a row. Hey, 3 times in a row? That's a Cody Garbrandt trajectory after that. You feel me? You feel me? Sleeto says fight does not go the distance. Is like -475. Shit. Well, damn. Looks like I won't be taking many of those. It looks like overs are the way to go. Over 2.5, over 1.5. I'm feeling it. But that TKO round 3, I'm definitely feeling that from Khalil Rountree, because we know they could go 3 rounds. That's a regular fight for both the guys, but it could end in that 3-4 range, and I want to capitalize on that. Yes, I do. So let's look at the stats that we got out of this fight. Mainly, we got 3 takedowns out of Jamahall Hill. We got 50 significant strikes and 43 for Khalil Rountree. So this is what we do after we get the outcome, guys. We go through and we see what's profitable to take. Okay. And I'm looking at PFL right now. 2.5 hours to PFL, by the way. Here we go. Jamahall Hill, money line, -110. This is an even money fight. Even money fight. The under 3.5, -230. Jamahall Hill, TKO, +165. Fight ends TKO, -400. Jamahall Hill, TKO in round 3, +1,200. Fight does not go the distance, -450. Under 4.5, -370. Over 2.5, +100. Over 1.5, -205. Jamahall Hill with the spread, -140. That's +5.5. +5.5. Jamahall Hill TKO or decision, -105. Jamahall Hill TKO or submission, +150. Jamahall Hill to win by finish, +150, like I just said. Jamahall Hill to win an over 1.5, +150. Jamahall Hill to win an over 2.5, +225. Jamahall Hill to win an under 3.5 plus 165. Jamahall Hill to win in rounds 3 or 4 plus 700. That's 2 rounds for plus 700 anyway. That is the best bet on the board that I've seen. If you're going for a round, Jamahall Hill 3 to 4 at plus 700. Khalil Rountree lost in round 4 to Pereira. We got round 3 in the semi. It's looking delicious. Absolutely fucking delicious. Round 3 TKO anybody plus 500. Round 3 anybody plus 450. Jamahall Hill round 3 plus 1100. Fight to start round 2 minus 310. Fight to start round 3 minus 135. Fight to not start round 4 minus 175. Fight to not start round 5 minus 295. Do not take any significant strike props. They are all set too high. Jamahall Hill. Here's the holy grail, baby. Jamahall Hill, 3 takedowns plus 2,000. Yes, plus 2,000 for 3 takedowns. And that's what we got in the sim. I will be taking Jamahall Hill 1 takedown at plus 500. I will be taking Jamahall Hill 2 takedowns at plus 1,200. I'll be taking Jamahall Hill 3 takedowns at plus 2,000. And yes, it's charity because he probably will just strike with the guy. But if he does get those 3 takedowns, guess who looks like a genius? Anyways, those are all the props. Those are all the props, guys. It is what it is. That completes the simulation portion of the show. Let's get into the betting portion of the show, shall we? We got PFL coming up in just 2 hours here, and I got some picks on that bitch. Yes, I do. Picks on PFL 6. Let's share the screen, shall we? Here we go. Am I sharing the right stream? Oh, yeah, here we go. Right? Oh, I got to check the fucking thing over here to my right and shit, huh? Yeah, let's just keep this fucking view. Whatever, bro. Keep the gameplay in there. I don't feel like changing shit. I don't know if you could see it well. If you can't, I'm going to start bottom to top for you. You heard? Bottom to top. All right? Starting with PFL 6. I do have Nick Meck in here, but I'm feeling Dominguez. So I'm going to put a Dominguez decision as a hedge there. I think this fight goes the distance. Sorry. I think this fight goes the distance. Absolutely. It's at welterweight. Most of these guys usually finish the other guy or go the distance. I don't see them finishing each other. So I have either a Mech decision or Dominguez decision, but overs are certainly in play here. Yeah, so I don't really have a fighter in that race, but at women's flyweight, Soraya Rashko versus Alara Joanne. Alara Joanne isn't great. She kind of loses to everybody. She's kind of like a litmus test for everybody. I think Soraya Rashko is pretty well-rounded in the striking game, at least. And if she could stay on the feet and Alara Joanne just doesn't jump on her and control her, she's going to win this fight. So I got Rashko winning this decision. Fun fact that you should know, Dominguez, Orozco, and Gutierrez all train out of the same area. They all train with each other. So that is a parlay that is possible. So Dominguez, Orozco, Gutierrez, if you guys are feeling froggy, I'm not placing that full parlay. I'll probably just go with an Orozco Gutierrez that plus like 600, something like that, because Gutierrez is plus 160, and I think Orozco is like plus 120, or maybe a little higher than that. But yeah, I got Orozco, I got Gutierrez. I'm feeling both of them. It seems like a solid little parlay that I could make off 2 money lines. Money lines. I always say money lines. So yeah, at lightweight, we got Mike Hamill and Derek Kelly. Derek Kelly, undefeated. I think he's 7-0. He's finished multiple ways. He can finish the fight any single way. I just don't see him TKOing a guy like Mike Hamill. Mike Hamill, pretty tough test for most guys a few years ago. He hasn't fought in a couple years, very long layoff. He wasn't even that great when he was fighting pretty actively. I don't see him beating a guy like Derek Kelly at all. Derek Kelly is absolutely in the parlay, which I will show you a little later. Nice little hedge if you don't like a Kelly decision, which I have here on the board. Kelly sub, but I'm pretty sure that Mike Hamill's tough enough to make this fight go the distance. I don't think Kelly will have enough submissions that'll confuse him enough or keep him down long enough. Mike Hamill, pretty big lightweight. Also at lightweight, we have Antonio Caruso and Vinicius Siceli Sansi. I have a Sansi sub round 1, but believe you me, either fighter could end this fight in round 1 by sub. Both of them are submission experts. We've seen this happen time and time again where 2 submission experts get in there and it's a fight that just goes the distance. So you can also go with that in this fight, but I fully expect somebody to concede and somebody to get subbed. So I think it's going to be a Sensi sub round 1. At bantamweight, we got Magomedov and Sarvajan Kamidov. I know everybody's on the Magomedov train. He's more proven. He's beaten tough guys, but honestly, he just seems like one of those guys that was never that good enough. And I feel like they've finally given him someone who's undefeated, by the way, to, take the shine off him and look good and carry the torch of that next, this style fighter. And I think they're setting Kamidov up to beat up Magomedov. That's truly how I feel about this fight. I could be wrong, and Magomedov just runs right through him, but I really think Kamidov is here to take everything that Magomedov's worked for, motherfucker. And at women's flyweight, Ekaterina Shakalova and Jenna Bishop. I've never been on the Jenna Bishop train. This fight actually scares the shit out of me. Honestly, all female fights, especially in PFL, scare the shit out of me. Just for the sake of the price, I'd probably go with a Shakalova decision, but maybe hedge with a Bishop decision. Either way, I have more faith and confidence in picking Shakalova than I do Bishop. Bishop is just slow and plodding. She can be dominant in her wrestling sometimes, but that's also Shakalova's bread and butter. And even if she is dominant, Bishop puts herself in a lot of bad positions. I could see Shakalova yanking up a sub like an armbar. So, yeah. Lightweight, Brent Primus and Alfie Davis. A lot of people on the Alfie Davis train. I am not. He just had one good win. Brent Primus, proven time and time again, he could still hang around with the toughest, youngest guys that are still out there. I think he's just going to do a dominant control game fight, and he's going to win by decision. If not, he might even finish Alfie Davis. Alfie Davis have been finished by sub multiple times. So there you go. Jake Hadley, Marcellari Alves. I didn't even think Alves won his last fight against Leandro Igro, so I don't even think he should be here, to be honest. So that I'm not even picking a guy that I don't even believe should be here at this point. No offense to him. I just thought that Leandro Igro won the fight. So Jake Hadley looks fucking fantastic since going over to the PFL. Got a twister win. Yeah, I have a lot of faith in him. The one hiccup he had was against Cameron Smotherman in the UFC, and that fight was on short notice, complete opponent switch. You can't really take those fights into account. I got Jake Hadley. Yeah, he's also in the parlay. You already know what the fuck is good with that. At bantamweight, Justin Wetzel, Mando Gutierrez. I like Mando Gutierrez in this. He's a very tough fighter. He's good everywhere, well-rounded. He knows how to win a fight. Justin Wetzel is a very powerful and strong wrestler, so he could end up controlling Mando Gutierrez. I just don't see that happening. I see Mando mixing it up real well, landing the more powerful strikes. Also, the weight cut was really tough on Justin Wetzel. As you notice, he had hair earlier in the week. He had to shave all his hair to make the weight. He looked very skinny on the scale. He didn't look very filled out. He looked very weak going up. Guys with weight cuts like that, I just don't trust them in the fight. Some of them bounce back really well. There's no way you're getting me to put money on Justin Wetzel. At lightweight, Mansour Barnaoui versus Archie Colgan. Everybody and their mother's on this Archie Colgan train, which is why I can't, in good faith, go on it. He's basically like a minus 300, minus 2 something. I don't know enough about Archie Colgan to put money against Mansour Barnaoui. Also, Mansour Barnaoui has the style that would beat Archie Colgan. Just stay on him, don't allow him to get his game going, and possibly submit him late. So I see a Barnaoui decision, possibly a Barnaoui sub, but I wouldn't be surprised if Colgan knocks out Mansour. At women's flyweight, it's Liz Carmouche. We're not doing any analysis on that. Liz Carmouche sub, Liz Carmouche KO, Liz Carmouche decision. It's Liz Carmouche. Don't fucking disrespect her, please. Come on. And then at lightweight, Gadzi Rabadinov versus Kevin Lee. I did say that Kevin Lee was looking good this week. I did say a lot of things about Kevin Lee. If there's anything worth sprinkling on, it's a Kevin Lee money line. Don't do like an outcome. Don't waste your money like that. Okay. If he's going to win, just accept him winning. He could win by a fucking DQ. Who knows? But he could possibly win. Sprinkle a little money on Kevin Lee. But I fully expect Rabadanov to win by a dominant, and I mean dominant decision. Yeah. Moving on, we're going to go into some UFC Baku picks. You feel me? UFC Baku. Uh-huh. That's the way. I Baku. I'm gonna start bottom to top. This is not an exact order because I make this list like pretty early, and then I obviously change fights around and move people. And I ain't doing that shit to my fucking list just to make it accurate. The picks are here. Just fucking look, okay? At women's bantamweight, Arina Alasieva versus Claudia Segula. I just think Segula is gonna win, dude. I have no reason to pick Alasieva here at all. I like Segula. And it's a women's bantamweight fight. It'll probably go the distance. At welterweight, we got Kyo Sakun versus Oban Elliott. Oban Elliott has the advantage everywhere, dude. He's got the better striking. He can lean back on his wrestling if he needs to. He's a slick fighter. The crowd's going to be on his side regardless. I got Oban Elliott. He'll probably go in the parlay. I have not made the parlays just yet, but he would probably be going on depending on his price. At heavyweight, we got Hamdi Abdelwahab versus Muhammad Usman. You will not get me to fall into that fucking Usman trap again. Never again in my fucking life will I ever put money on Muhammad Usman. I'm sorry. No offense to you, buddy. You just fucking let me down in that last one, and I really can't. I just can't roll with you. Abdelwahab decision or KO. I just can't. Melissa Mullins will absolutely win this fight. I expect her to finish her in round 1. They have a common opponent, and the common opponent beat Zeleniakova. I think Melissa Mullins, not to do some MMA math, I just already thought she was the way better fighter. So Melissa Mullins, I think she's going to come in with some heat, get Zeleniakova out there early, possibly get her with a cut. As you know, Zeleniakova was cut in some of her other fights. Scar tissue is not great. As you know, scar tissue, it opens up pretty damn easily. Just ask any of the Diaz's. Okay? So I got a Mullins TKO. It could go the distance too. So Mullins' decision is in play, but I got a Mullins TKO, possibly just a Mullins finish. Ismail Nordiev. Sorry, at middleweight, Ismail Nordiev takes on Park Jun-young. I got Nordiev. Much better, talented striker, has a lot of TKO finishes. You know, over his career, he's had a lot of hiccups, had a lot of bad losses here and there, but I feel like this is the point of his career where he starts to make a surge and a rise. And he is a style that could please the fan base. This would make sense as to why they're rolling him out here at Azerbaijan to give the crowd a little more excitement. And they have him pretty late on the card. So I think Nordiev is set up to win here. He will possibly go in a parlay as well. At flyweight, Tagir Ulanbekov and Azat Maksum. I got Ulanbekov decision. It could be a Maksum decision. Neither of these guys will be going in any parlays. This fight is too close to call. If you're going to do anything, I'd take both of them by decision. Usually when these guys are really good and they go head-to-head like this, nobody really gets finished. It's really a chess match through and through. The wrestling game's a chess match. The striking game's a chess match. It's a mental chess match, everything. I wouldn't choose a fighter in this, but if there's value, probably go with the value. At featherweight, Muhammad Naimov takes on Bogdan Grad. I got Bogdan Grad here. Naimov, great. He fucks up a lot of plans, though. This is also a fight that will be probably not going in any parlays because of the factor that it could go either way, and I just don't want to find myself on the wrong side. But I feel like Grad is the better fighter, and he should win this fight. At lightweight, we got Nazim Siddiqov taking on Nicholas Mata. Nazim, my dog, at a Long Island, at Azerbaijan, in all the parlays. Every single parlay, Nazim Siddiqov's going in. And I wouldn't even care if he kills them all because I ride with my guys. Nazim Siddiqov all day. He is absolutely in the parlay. So far, it's looking like Oban Elliott, Ismail Nordiev, Nazim Siddiqov, and maybe like Jamahall Hill. At heavyweight, Curtis Blades is taking on Rizvan Kuniev. I got Blades. Every time he comes off a loss, he comes back with a nice solid win. He hasn't lost 2 in a row in quite some time. I don't think he's ever lost 2 in a row, actually. And I don't expect him to start now with some unproven dude. I'm done choosing these unproven dudes and losing on them. So, but as we know, every time I don't choose the unproven dude, they win. So maybe you guys should choose Kuniev because I'm going to be choosing Blades. That's all I'm going to say. Either guy could win this fight by TKO. So I might be putting money on both sides. At lightweight, Tafik Masayev and Mirtek Orobai. I got to go with Orobai. Every time these PFL and Bellator guys come over, I hype him up big, and they always fucking lose. So I'm just going to try to stay on the right side of this and stick with Orobai. I think Orobai is sub him in round 2. Masayev has a tendency to gas late. He's very much a first round, second round fighter, pedal to the metal, try to finish you early type of fighter. And if he doesn't finish Orobai will probably run away with this fight. But a Masayev KO is absolutely in play. You can see it there in my hedge column. At lightweight, Rafaelfiziev versus Ignaciobahamondes. I know Bahamondes is the rangier fighter. I know he's the younger fighter. I know he has more to win. That's probably why I have him winning this fight, but I'm definitely going to have a little money on Fiziev decision. I just had to put some money on Fiziev. I know he hasn't been looking great and he's on a losing streak, but if there's ever a fighter to get back on track against, it's definitely a young fighter and a fighter that really wants to prove themselves. You could capitalize on their mistakes like that. So Fiziev is possible with a decision. I just expect Bahamondes to either win a decision or outright, or possibly steal one. And then in the main event, I see light heavyweight Jamahall Hill and Khalil Rountree with a Jamahall Hill TKO round 4. As you know, we got round 3 in the CPUnits simulation that we just did. It's entirely possible that Rountree Jr. gets a KO, so I have that in my hedge column just in case. But I fully expect Jamahall Hill to get a TKO win here. I don't know what round. I'm definitely taking that Jamahall Hill 3-4 bet at plus 700. You could bet your fucking sweet ass that my Jamahall Hill 3 or 4 bet will be going in because of that logic right there. And yeah, that's it for me. That completes my coverage and my picks for UFC and PFL. Jafel May. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm going to chill, eat some food before I got to get into another stream. Let me give you guys the actual parlays before I get out of here. You just remember last week I gave you guys this. You know, a little Adam Borich, Kabalaev, Alexei Pergande, Logan Storley. Yeah. As you can see, they're fucking cashed. So yeah. So, you know, this week I'm gonna give you guys a couple other parlays. All right, here they are. My 4-legger plus 180. I got Derek Kelly, Jake Hadley, Liz Carmouche, Gadzi Rabanov. It's an actual fucking miracle that it almost gets to plus 200. Okay, it's honestly an actual fucking miracle. So if you can go get that bet in, I'd probably get it in now before it turns into like a plus 150, to be honest. And then my high risk is only a 3-legger this week. I didn't want to throw in Mansur Barnawi. If you feel frisky, froggy, all that shit, throw them in there. But my parlay is going to be Mando Gutierrez, Sarvajan Kamidov, Sarai Aroshko at a plus 940. 10 times your money right there, guys. 10 times your money. That's why it's the high risk. Hey, don't get mad at me if the high risk loses. You can only get mad at me if the regular parlay loses, okay? So that's it for me. Don't forget to scan the QR code below. Become a fan of both channels. Subscribe to the Main Card Minute. I will be live there in just 2 hours with Luke. Just 2 hours with Luke for PFL. So go check that out. Scan the QR code below. Like and subscribe. Do all that shit. Do the same for One More Round Fights. Don't be afraid to like. Don't be afraid to subscribe. I love when you do that. Honestly, it tickles me pink. You see what I did there? So yeah, please like, subscribe to both channels. We're trying to grow here. We're trying to do something great. Let's get to 400 subs by the end of today. Fuck it. Let's get me to 400 subs by the end of today. I think I'm at 390 right now. So all I need is 10. All I need is 10 of you guys to get me to 400. Then we'll have the road to 5, the road to 6, the road to 7, the road to 1,000, you know, so on and so forth, guys. Come on, join the ride. I'll be here for you. Free entertainment. Okay? And I'll try to stream as much as possible. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, all that. One More Round F8 on Twitter. I might live tweet the fights tonight, maybe do some live scoring. We'll see what happens on PFL. I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling froggy, frisky, all that shit. You feel me? I'm getting up out of here. See you guys in the Main Card Minute. Let's make some fucking money, you heard? Deuces.